This is an example of the majority of what the keys are on there, like this size right here. And what you have underneath is this plastic scissor hinge that's attached to the key underneath. So what you're actually doing is you're separating this hinge from that key when you actually slide the tool underneath. So let me see if I can give you a side view of this. You can kind of see that right there, how it drops right there. So what you're actually doing when you're separating the two is you're taking this tool and you're sticking it inside this little fold right here. And then when you press in, that snaps that right off. So that's why it's important to go in on the actual sides of it and to think that that fold will be somewhat centered in that key. So if you slide your toothpick, paper clip, or whatever it might be, think that you need to remain in the center of this key. We're going to remove the return key. To start off, you'll take your tool, spudger, toothpick, or paper clip, whatever you're using, and you're going to place it just underneath the key like this. And you're going to take your other tool and you're going to place it on its left hand side, just barely like that. Now you can remove your bottom key. And now what we're eventually going to do, once we put our finger to hold down the top part of this key, is we're going to take this tool and we're going to slide it to the right. And what that's going to do is that's going to separate this key from the plastic scissor hinge underneath it. So let's go ahead and do that now. There we go, that's separated there. For some reason, it didn't separate all the way though. Let's try that again. Put our tool into the left hand side. Well, I think it just pops right up. Maybe if I, there we go, now it's separated. Okay. And you'll notice there's a little metal hinge right here. And what you can do, take your tool, whatever you're using, and you can put it in between those, the key and that hinge, and just separate those two. And now you've removed your enter key. Now to remove the plastic scissor hinge, take your tool, put it just on top of the rubber cup, and then underneath the plastic hinge, and then start to pry it up slowly. And it should just snap right up. And you can grab it with your fingers now and then pull kind of towards the bottom. It should come right out. Now take your replacement hinge, and you'll notice on the hinge it's tapered towards the top and wider towards the bottom, and that's how it's going to correspond to being placed back in the keyhole. So we're going to start with the bottom part, and these holes will catch on these two little metal tabs right there. So let's put it back over here. We're going to place the bottom in, and you'll feel them catch. And once you do that, you can just let go, and it should fall right into place. And now we're going to take our finger and press down on the top until it snaps into place. There we go, and that's good. Now take your return key, your replacement return key, stick that just on top like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push down with our finger to make sure that the clips underneath attach. So, and you kind of have to, since this is a bigger key, you kind of have to run your finger kind of all around. Let's try that now. And I usually go to like all four edges. And it looks like we're good. Your return key has been installed.
Mac.
Yankees.com.